You will get pushed by young people. You will get pushed by old people. You will get pushed even by children, okay? There is a huge pushing culture here, and I'm over it. Take off. Hello everybody, this is Gina Bear reporting to you for duty, and today we are going to talk about all the advice you need if you're planning on moving to Korea. If you're new to my channel, hi, how are you? My name is Gina. I've been an expat in Korea and Japan for the last 6 years, and I'm here on my little corner of the internet sharing with you guys life, love, travel abroad. So if y'all like that, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and make sure that you follow me on Instagram because that's where I'm actually most active. And right now I'm partnered with an amazing TEFL company called ITTT, and if you guys are thinking about seriously coming over here to Korea to teach English, you definitely need a TEFL certificate. So with this company, I'm offering 15% off to all of my viewers and subscribers who come through here. So make sure that you take advantage of that discount and click on the link in the description box below and you will automatically get it. Now, that being said, I'm gonna give you guys, all these sort of tips and tricks that you need when you're coming over here to South Korea. And honestly, I wish somebody would have, told me these things before I came, because I would have saved myself a whole lot of screw-ups if somebody had, just let me know what was the 411. In order to save you all some of the embarrassment that I went through, I hope that these tips will help you when you're getting ready to move to Korea and while you are in your first initial stages here in Korea. Okay, so let's get into tip number 1, and that is learning Korean. Now, this should go literally without saying, but you'd be surprised how many people don't even learn basic Hangul before they come over, and it is so easy. There's so many free resources on YouTube where they teach you Hangul, they teach you the basic pronunciation. There's no reason not to take advantage of it. And not only that, while you're here in Korea, I think one of the best things you can do is actually go through the KIP program, which is the Korean Immigration and Integration Program. If you are planning on staying in Korea long term and you don't want to worry about your visa being attached to your employer, it's good to start on these classes as soon as possible because these classes take at least 3 months, and if you fail a level then you have to go in another 3 months, and that's a really, really long time that you'll be spending doing these classes. So if you want those points towards your visa, I really highly recommend doing the KIP program, and it also helps you learn Korean and it helps you learn a lot about Korean culture, so it's a great way to get a head start. I have more information about it on my blog, so I'm going to throw up a card right here so you guys can do your research on it and see if it's right for you. Alright, next tip that I'm going to go over is to use Instagram. Now, I know that I'm kind of obsessed with Instagram, but seriously, hear me out. Koreans love Instagram. They really love this social media platform because they really like to, show off and share with their friends what they're doing, what they're eating, the cute cafes they're visiting, and this is such a good way to really just search around on the internet and see what's there using these hashtags. So if you're moving over here, make yourself an Instagram account because it is going to be a lifesaver. Another thing that you should definitely be using is Naver. Now, Naver is mostly Korean, it is for Koreans, but the information about, cafes, festivals, recent events that are on there is pretty darn good. It's better than anything you'll find on Google or any of the expat pages. So if you can, learn some basic Korean, and I guarantee you that you're gonna find a whole bunch of cool stuff to do. Alright, my next tip is that you guys should definitely not be afraid because you're moving here to a foreign country. This is a super exciting adventure, and it just blows my mind how many people come here and they're just so afraid to come out of their house, travel to other countries. I just want you to dig really deep inside yourself and ask yourself why. Why are you here if you're just going to be in your house and you're not going to be out exploring, learning a new culture or whatever? Trust me, your life gets so much more exciting when you actually go out and explore and do shit. My next tip is that I wish somebody would have told me where to shop when I first came here because I had no idea. For Korea, the Amazon of Korea is Gmarket. You will find anything and everything on there, and shipping in Korea is so insanely fast. It will save your life. If you need something, it's most likely on Gmarket, and it's probably a lot cheaper than what it will be in the store. I also highly recommend shopping on Coupang because Coupang is also super cheap. So if you guys want foreign foods or whatever, especially Flamin' Hot Cheetos or Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal or just anything super foreign, it will most likely always be on Coupang. And of course, I gotta throw this in there, but McDelivery is life. You just order whatever you want on your app and then boom, done. It's here at your door. McDick's at its finest. Also, some other stores that I thought I would mention is the Home Plus. Here in the Home Plus, I've actually found a pretty large selection of foreign foods. I also recommend shopping at Emart. Emart is more like Korean-centered foods, but it's also cheaper than the Home Plus, and of course the Daiso, because Daiso is like the dollar store and it's actually good quality stuff, so you're going to be finding like cheap good quality stuff at the Daiso, and it's really good for shopping for home stuff, especially when you first get here. Also, if you are a plus size girl like me, if you run maybe from like a size 12 to a size 16, I want to throw in these places that you should shop if you're here in Korea. So I really recommend shopping at the Forever 21 in Myeongdong and also in Hongdae because they have the biggest size selection from what I've seen. I also suggest shopping at American Eagle and Uniqlo, the H&M obviously again in Myeongdong, and the Hollister at the Jamsil Lotte department store. Hollister at the Jamsil department store actually carries up to a size 15, and as you know, Hollister runs a bit small, so if you are like a junior size 13, it'll definitely fit you really well. Actually, that's the size that I wear. My next tip and advice is don't trust everyone you meet. Of course, in our own home countries, this may seem like common sense, but here, like, Koreans are generally like pretty nice and pretty kind to everybody. So you might think like, oh, everybody wants to be your friend, and you have to be careful because sometimes, you know, you might ask a Korean or your coworker and they'll say like some stuff like,
oh, foreigners can't do it, or it's not possible.
When in fact it is possible and they just don't want to help you. Basically, that's what they're saying. You have a better chance of asking another foreigner or a foreigner group to help you do something because then they can teach you how to do it. Also, some people that you meet here are literally going to be like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I kid you not. Like, they'll be really nice to your face and then they'll be like going behind your back and talking all of this crap and then like spreading your business if you actually trust them with your business. So don't trust everyone you meet. Some Koreans may like try and strike up a really fast friendship with you versus, you know, the way we do in America. If we like somebody, we strike up a fast friendship. But Koreans usually have an ulterior motive if they strike up a friendship with you that quickly. Usually they just want to learn English really well and have their foreigner friend, and then when they're done with you, they'll probably ghost. This has happened to a lot of people that I know. This has also happened to me, so be careful. My next tip while you're here in Korea is to always save face. Now, this is an expression that you will become very familiar with when you are living here, and the thing is like Koreans don't like to admit that they're wrong, so they always try to save face. They always try to make it seem like nothing is wrong, everything's okay, everything is hunky-dory, but it's not. If somebody's being a fish bish at your work, don't acknowledge it, just kind of let it go. Pick and choose your battles very, very wisely. That is my huge advice to you guys. And also, I recently just learned this, but like Koreans don't really like to say sorry to each other. So even if they bump into you, a lot of them don't really say sorry because for them, that is sort of giving the power up to you. So sorry actually kind of has a very different connotation here in Korea than it does in the West. I think that's one of the reasons why Koreans don't like to admit they're wrong, because they don't want to give up their power and admit that they're wrong and give power to the other person. Also, another thing that y'all should be aware of when you're moving here to Korea is that you will get pushed. Now, this completely mind-boggled me when I first got here because like people would push me and they wouldn't say sorry. Like, I would legit get clotheslined. I'm talking like a linebacker going for the touchdown, clotheslined, okay? And like I would literally be like, phew, and then nobody would say anything. And for me, that is so insanely freaking rude, and people do it and they just don't care and they just keep walking and going about their business. My next tip is don't be afraid of the public transport. A lot of people when they first come here, they're like,
I don't take the bus, I don't take the train.
they just don't know what to do with their lives. But let me tell you, you are going to screw up, and you're going to screw up big time. But even when you screw up, you're going to learn a very important lesson. So even though you're mad and you're like, dang it, I just wasted however much time, it's not a waste of time because you learned. Speaking of people, when you get here, you are definitely going to get sick. People don't know how to cover their mouths when they cough or sneeze. They will go to work sicker than a dog, and they'll just wear a mask and they'll still be coughing, spreading their germs everywhere because That's the way the work culture is here. People also don't really wash their hands here, and that disgusts me to no end, but that's the truth. A lot of men and a lot of women too, I've seen them in the public restrooms, they don't wash their hands. It's so nasty. And also because of the pollution. You will 100% get sick from the pollution, because when you first get here, you might think it's fog, but it's actually not. And pollution really does make people sick. There are studies that show that you will get sick from the pollution here. I definitely got sick. I still get sick from the pollution here. So I'm just letting y'all know, you're probably gonna get sick. The next tip that I want to go over is to definitely invest in an air purifier and masks. If you guys want to know which air purifier that I use and which masks I also use, I will leave links in the description box below so that you guys can buy it as well. Like I said, the pollution here is no freaking joke. Like, it is going to make you sick. You need to protect your health, because if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. That PM 2.5 is no joke. My next advice and tips for you is to definitely get to know the laws here, because the laws here in Korea may be different from your home country. One of the biggest shocks to me was the self-defense laws here. You can only use the same amount of force that someone's using on you, but if you use excessive force and you send them to the hospital, then you are the one to blame. You have to pay their hospital bills. You have to pay them hush money. So it's seriously better to avoid confrontation, because the law will not be on your side here. Also, another tip, just make sure that you're aware of the defamation laws. Reputation here in Korea is everything. People take their reputations so insanely seriously, and if you try and damage an establishment's reputation, somebody else's reputation, they can sue you. So be careful when it comes to sharing your opinion about certain doctors or certain establishments or certain people, because they can and they will sue you for defamation. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video today. If you like this video and you'd like to see more videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit that notification bell, and follow me on Instagram, because that's where all the good stuff goes down. And make sure that you take advantage of the 15% off TEFL coupon. Click on the link in the description box below and you will automatically get it. It's your first step to coming over here to Korea, so why not take advantage of it now? And if you all have any other tips or tricks, I would love to hear them, so drop them in the comment section below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. And that's it for this video today. Gina Bear, signing out.
Just tell me where you wanna go. Let me take you there. You see, I've been around the globe. I've seen a lot, but I wanna see what's above. I wanna see what's below.